This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Although we have many aggressive conservative propaganda outlets disguised as news networks now, Newsmax and OAN, the pinnacle, the granddaddy of them is Fox News. And just about on a daily basis, a headline could be made out of what takes place on this disgusting, sinister, vile agent of a hostile foreign power. They have several hosts. I mean, there's been lawsuits where the Fox News legal teams have insisted that, it's entertainment. We're entertainment. We're not news reporting. You can't take what we say seriously on the air because we are entertainment. That argument was made about Tucker Carlson. The same argument could be made about many of their shows. One of their dumb daytime shows is called The Five. And yesterday, Judge Jeanine Pirro, probate judge, was on, and she freaks out on Geraldo Rivera, who is not an ally. He is an absolute prevaricator of pro-Trump propaganda. He is an ally of the fascist clown. But there was a moment where he's arguing about gas prices and trying to paint Biden in a good light and saying that Donald Trump, who knows what would have happened if Putin wouldn't, maybe he was playing Donald Trump, and she explodes. And I want to share this moment with you. And then we're going to talk about, I got some other clips to back up my point and refute the dum-dum, Judge Jeanine Pirro. Watch this.
Judge, last word.
I disagree with Geraldo. Geraldo said it's not about Biden, it's about Putin. So the question that I ask you, Geraldo, is why didn't Putin do this when Trump was president? And I don't bring up President Trump that much, okay? But I tell you right now that he didn't do it when Trump was president because he knew that Donald Trump would come in. If you touch one hair on one innocent civilian, he wouldn't care, NATO or non-NATO. And don't tell me that Putin isn't afraid of someone. Biden is responsible for the decline of the West. What we are seeing right now is I can't say the word, is a wuss. We've got a bully in the yard, in the playground yard, in the schoolyard, and everybody's back at the fence. All right?
How do you know?
Wait a minute. Let me finish. All we have to do is we have enough oil in Canada, the United States, and Mexico. And we could be our own superpowers. But right now, the Biden administration is not only hurting the Americans and all this hashtag blame Putin, TikTok nonsense. All this is crap. All he has to do is turn to America and let us be the strength.
And how
he
do you
is
know,
destroying the West.
How do you know that Putin wasn't playing Trump? How do you know?
When you see he wasn't playing Trump. When Trump he didn't invade when Trump was president.
I love Trump.
It's not about loving Trump. It's about the fact that Trump had everybody against the wall.
How do you know that
don't think
Putin
it was
didn't
anything
think
different.
Trump would give him Ukraine anyway?
I don't give a damn what Putin thinks. I only care what Putin did. And he was a wuss when Trump was president. And that's the end of it.
There you go. That might be my favorite conversation of this whole year.
That might be my favorite conversation of the year. Greg Gutfeld, everybody. Genius extraordinaire. Let's address some of these points. Don't tell me that Putin isn't afraid of someone, meaning Trump. What would make you think, Judge Jeanine Pirro, that Donald Trump was striking fear into the heart of Vladimir Putin? Watch this brief mashup that Jimmy Kimmel put together of Donald Trump showing fawning obsequiousness to Vladimir Putin. Just showering him with praise and talking about how he complimented me. He called me brilliant. Blah, 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 blah. Watch this.
I'm not an expert on NATO, but I have a lot of common sense.
I like Putin, he likes me. We get along.
I do get along with President Putin.
Some people have said I have the greatest political instinct in 50 years.
President Putin is sharp.
Oh, I like Putin.
President Putin was a total gentleman.
I have good political instinct.
Putin called me brilliant. I like it.
Putin said Donald Trump is a genius.
Putin said good things about me. He said he's a leader and there's no question about it. He's a genius. You have to follow your instincts.
Putin even sent me a present. Beautiful present with a beautiful note.
I think Putin's been a very strong leader.
See, that's good instinct. That's good judgment.
Putin has much better leadership qualities than Obama, but who doesn't know that? My great instincts, right?
I got along great with Putin. It's called instinct, folks.
And all of a sudden, we have this great friendship. Getting along with Putin and Russia is a great thing. And you should say thank you very much for good judgment.
Does that look like someone who is striking fear into the heart of a brutal dictator? Is that someone who held Putin to account? Vladimir Putin would be shaking in his boots if Donald Trump was around today. No, absolutely not. Because Donald Trump never has had a cross word to say about Vladimir Putin, even when directly talking about his brutal tactics, murdering journalists, killing hundreds of his own citizens in order to take power in the apartment bombings in 1999. Donald Trump praises his political acumen, acting as though he's a strong leader. He's a brutal killer, is what he is. He is not someone who deserves praise from any American, not to mention a former president, an ex-president of the United States of America. And further, it is laughable to talk about Donald Trump having some power over Vladimir Putin, because when he had the chance to call him out for attacking our democracy, Donald Trump took Vladimir Putin's side, you'll remember, and not the satellite of intelligence agencies that all came to the same conclusion that that Vladimir Putin absolutely interfered in the 2016 election and attempted to pick a winner. Watch this.
People came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be.
Do you remember that moment? Jeanine Pirro? Do you remember when Donald Trump committed treason, shoulder to shoulder with a hostile foreign power that had just attacked our democracy? I don't know why I would. Weakling. And then this whole thing about Donald Trump would tell Vladimir Putin, if you harm one hair on one head of one civilian, there's going to be hell to pay. That is absolute garbage. Donald Trump, as we witnessed over the course of his 4 years as president, does not care about civilians. Remember the moment when he's given his speech on the White House lawn? While clearing peaceful protesters with tear gas from the block right behind the White House so he could make his little march across to the church and hold up his Bible, a Bible. Remember this.
I am your president of law and order and an ally of all peaceful protesters. Today, I have strongly recommended to every governor to deploy the National Guard in sufficient numbers that we dominate the streets. Mayors and governors must establish an overwhelming law enforcement presence until the violence has been quelled. If a city or state refuses to take the actions that are necessary to defend the life and property of their residents, then I will deploy the United States military and quickly solve the problem for them.
So why would you think that Donald Trump would care about Vladimir Putin's slaughter of innocent civilians when he did something on not as large a scale, certainly, but absolutely disrespected the free speech, the First Amendment rights, the right to assemble, the right to air your grievances with your government in public, gassing peaceful, innocent civilians? Cram it. You disgusting propagandist. You fascist-enabling scumbags. That's the best conversation I've ever seen this year. Greg Gutfeld cackles on like a moron. What do you think? I would love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I would appreciate hearing from you. You can also follow me on social media. Tell me how right or wrong that I am there. That would be fantastic. Let's have a conversation in the comments on this. I would love to know what your thoughts are. After all, that's what the comment section is for. Is it not? Is it not? It's not just to be hateful, which seems to be kind of the order of the day, not for my regular viewers, but certainly for the trolls that show up. Let's use the comment section for what it's for, moving the conversation forward. If I bring you value, if I do something for you that you appreciate, I would appreciate it if you consider supporting my work. You can click the join button below this video, become a channel member, or head on over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I will see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.